this is Brian with Stevens Data, and welcome to our video on Dynamics 365. This particular demo is going to go over the key components for the Dynamics 365 CRM as it pertains to sales. This is a very base system with limited customizations. That's by design, and we did it to reflect the core concepts of CRM, and I'll be showing the key components of CRM by demonstrating some simple steps of a typical sales associate during the day. We have been working with Dynamics for over 10 years now and frequently get requests for demonstrations of the application. A variety of people that are interested when we work with companies. Some of them have worked with Dynamics, some of them have worked with competing products, and some of them have never worked with a CRM system. So it's always good just to give an overview of a very simple system that isn't too complicated to get the core concepts across. To go over this particular environment, we have the home screen. In this case, it's a salesperson, so we've built a sales dashboard. And what that does is it's basically a home page for them to go to get to quick links of things that they want to go to within the system. And of course, we have these different data sets, which we call entities, which is the dashboards, is what we're looking at here. We can also go look at all of our activities. We have accounts, which of course are the companies. Contacts are the people that work for the companies. Leads, and just to give a quick informational on leads for those people that haven't used CRM, leads are those people that we have information on. For example, we go to a trade show or somebody emails us to make an inquiry, and we put them in the lead bucket so that we have to research a little bit to determine whether or not that person is what we call qualified. Once we determine that either we're going to do business, they're going to become a customer, or we have a very high likelihood of that, then we convert them to an account and a contact. We'll show you how to do that later on, but just so you know that the lead is a lot of times where people start out. Opportunities, that's our deals, quotes, proposals, things of that nature. And then of course we have this system. We're not going to go into it. It's going to kind of be beyond the basics, but this system contains options to do quotes, orders, invoices, products, sales literature, marketing. We do campaigns. We interface these with other applications, accounting applications, and websites, so that somebody completes a web form and it dumps it into the CRM and integrates. So we have a lot of different options with this application. So to start with, we're going to come back to our sales dashboard, and this is our salesperson. We've got an account manager, Spencer Lowe, and so we're just going to kind of look through here. This right here is his activities. Gold activities, this is a sample. This is an example. We'll show it later on. This is actually customized. These are identified accounts that we have that are high priority. Then we have our sales funnel. If we want to go in here, you can see how we have the different opportunities. I can go in here and pop out and look at the different deals I'm working right now as they relate to this the funnel that we have. And then of course we can always go down here to more. Here's the open opportunities, active accounts. And so what we'll do, let's go into somebody and we'll go work a lead, and we'll demonstrate how we take that lead. Let's say this guy right here. So we've got Simon. So Simon, he's with the Shaw Group. You can see he entered into the system as a trade show lead. Rating is warm, and we've got his basic information here. So if I was going to do that, let's say he gave me his business card. I met him at the trade show, so I made a quick phone call. So we're going to do and then I'm not sure where he is, but we'll just throw a number in here. And we'll call it the first call. And so let's say I called him, and during that conversation he wants a quote. It looks like we're pretty good. He's very interested in our services. So now that we've actually got a phone call established here, and we can go ahead, we can close that, because we're gonna say that it's a phone call that was completed and we made it, it's done. So that creates a touch point. So we now know that we had a phone call with him, and somebody that's working with me on a team can go in and see what we discussed if I put that information in there. Then under the details, value score. So these are all generic fields that come with the system. This one is actually a custom field. We're going to put him as a bronze. Many customers that we work with have some type of scoring for their customers, and they usually either do them as a, like this one here, gold, bronze, silver, or some other methodology. The purpose behind that is to identify our key customers. We have a lot of customers that it's pretty common, we do a neglected accounts report. So if you're supposed to contact the key customers every 30 days, we have a way to track that and make sure they get contacted. And if he's like a bronze account, maybe we think that he fits in a certain type of category where maybe he needs a call every 90 days, even though he hadn't ordered anything. So for each company, they have a definitive scoring system, and we'll just use the bronze in this case just to show you how that carries over to his account. It starts here and it moves over and maps. All right, so we've got all of this done here. See if I need any more summary information. We've got all that information. So we've collected the base information. I'm going to save it. Now that it's saved, I know now that I'm going to give him a quote. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this qualify. All right. So now that we're now working an opportunity. It has brought Simon over and created a contact for him. We also now have his company as an account. So we're moving him into the system. We feel like there's a good probability we're going to close this deal. He's going to become a customer. If he doesn't buy this one, then in this particular time, we think that he will be buying from us eventually. A lot of times we do scoring, and this doesn't have all the customizations, but there's all different types of ways we can make that qualification or stage process where maybe things have to be completed prior to bringing them over. In this case, we're kind of doing the short and quick way of doing it. So if we come over here, I want to get a couple of pieces of information added to the system. We think he's going to close by June 30th because he wants a service in place probably starting in July, is our understanding. He's going to go for our base program, which is about $6,000 for our annual service. We'll do a probability of 75. We feel pretty confident. His pain points, he's got an immediate need. He does have a budget of $6,000, and he is the sole purpose or sole person, and so we complete as much as we can there. And then if we did have products and some other quotes built into the system, we could go add over here. The options with these systems, we can either add a proposal or quote in a PDF document or something of that nature to this opportunity. Some people do it that way. There's a number of different ways to manage the quote so that you can see it. For this purpose, we're just doing the base one. We're just manually entering the information in. You can see here it's user provided, and so that's how we're going to run with this one. So we've got them in here, and base information, we've saved it, and then we can see here that we've got him in the system as a contact and as an account. So now I'm going to go back home to my dashboard, and so now if I go over here and I look at the records again, we'll see if we can see him in there. There he is, the Shaw Group. And so there's the $6,000. Simon's in there. We've got him warm at 75 probability. Another thing too, just to mention, like right here, we're typically we're putting the probability in the rating, which could be combined to generate a pipeline report. Frequently what happens is we customize the system so that we have a couple of these different ratings, and for example, as they hit different, as you check off different things that happen during the sales cycle, we know the higher that probability of that deal closing, and then that gets fed into a report for the sales manager or ownership so that they have a better reporting mechanism, and the analytics is a little bit more probable and more accurate, if you will. And so we work with clients to work through some of those variables to make their reporting work better for them. In this case, we're just using the generically assigned, where the salesperson goes in and puts the numbers in. So there we go. We've taken a lead. We've moved him from a lead status. He's no longer over here as a lead, and you don't see him in there anymore. He's not a gold. He is a silver. We can actually verify that with the, here he is here. So if we go over and look at his account, he's a consulting group, and then let's see here, there's our bronze, so bronze value score. So now what we'll do is we'll go back to our dashboard, and let's say that we are we've got our group of gold accounts here. These are the people that we really need to focus on. I'm going to go in here, Christy at High End Marketing. Been working with her. She's one of our key accounts. And so what I want to do, see there's her value score is gold. I'm going to go down here, and when I put her system in, I didn't have all the information, and so I'm going to go down and go to the opportunity. We're working a rather large opportunity with her. It's an annual service contract, and so I'm going to go in and put the probability. Our time frame is immediate. These are some of the different things I didn't have the information when I originated it initially. I'm just going to put very interested. All right, and then that way we'll just save that. So you can see how I'm taking a current contact or a current account, an opportunity related to those, and I'm going in and I'm updating that information, and then now I'm going to go back and it's going to be updated. Go back to my home screen, and we can see that go find her annual service contract, High End Marketing. Now she has some of those information in there where it wasn't populated before. So essentially, as a salesperson, what I'm doing is I'm taking the different leads, moving them into the system, putting up the deals, opportunities. I'm going in and managing my accounts, my contacts as I update that information. If I have either a sales manager that's working in conjunction with me or a service person that I'm leveraging to help either close some of these deals, they can go in and see the activity that has been happening with those particular people. And basically it's a collaborative effort for the whole team so that we're all on the same page when we try to go and close that deal. So hopefully that gives you some of the basics for this Dynamics 365 environment. If you've got any questions, feel free to contact us. And thanks for watching.